I think it's an interesting proposition, and my reflex arc is to say, well, we shouldn't take money from anyone because it builds in an inherent bias. That said, donor funding works. It works for Amabungani. They've done incredible work for decades on the back of donor funding. So I think there is a role for donors, especially the private sector, to play if you want to invest in journalism, if you see it as a value add for our democracy, which it is. But there has to be a Chinese wall between the financial affairs of a publication and the work that a journalist does. And that's important. I mean, that's built into the architecture of most media organizations. So I'm not concerned if a story that I write affects the advertising ability of News 24. That's not my concern. The sustainability and future viability of News 24, that is. But fundamentally, I'm a journalist. I don't give a shit about your advertising. I'm going to write what I write because it's the truth. And we've had instances where you write a negative story and advertising gets pulled. It's the nature of the game. I do think there's a bigger role that corporates can play in perhaps enabling future investigative journalists. Even if you don't fund the work of investigative journalists, you fund their training. And you fund technology aspects. So an example would be AI analytics software. You know, the banks have this. If they could repurpose that as an investigative journalism tool and give it to us for free, that would be beneficial. Something like that. And also, you've asked a very informed question. I'm a lowly hack. I just write.